Coming into this, herO is going to be coming in as a favorite player, but at the same time, because of herO's style, he can be very unpredictable. Like, he can be very inconsistent. That's the word I'm looking for. He can be very inconsistent just because of how wild he can be. Well, let's dive in. Let's sink our teeth into some PvT action. As spawning in the top left-hand corner of Oceanborn, we have our South Korean Protoss player, the Blue Protoss, representing his new team, Weibo Esports. Sorry, Weibo Gaming. It is herO. Weibo. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Red Terran player from land of Poland, representing Na'Vi. It is Spirit. 4v4 should count as 4 games. You're an animal, Sounder. You're an animal. We are settling in. For those that are curious, KranKy Gaming no longer does exist. It has now been acquired by a different team in preparation for the Esports World Cup, as another team that I believe has a presence in other esports has kind of acquired or assimilated KranKy Gaming into themselves. So now it's WBG. Weibo Gaming. Weibo, baby, Weibo. Not to be confused with Weeaboo Gaming, which it kind of looks like. A little bit. A little bit as we are settling in. Again, Spirit going for an economic opener, going for a Rax expand. Is going for more economic opener here. Likewise, herO going for a gate expand into Cybercore. Oh, sorry, a gate cyber expand even into our tech of choice. I imagine a Twilight Council, but we'll keep an eye out for a Robo or a Stargate. We'll see what herO is feeling like as we settle in. Waifu Gaming. Oh no, not like this. I'm reminded of Club NV. I don't know if you remember this, but in the early years of Club NV, when they were Team NV, they would always have like an anime waifu instead of their clan logo in game. I'm shaking my head. They would have a waifu instead of their clan logo, and they would switch the waifu like every couple of months. Like they'd switch which anime waifu it was from whatever anime they were referring to. Shaking my head. Which is why for a long time Team NV was the team of the waifus. Shaking my head. And I blame Creator for that. I blame Creator 100%. I mean, Creator, he's even traveling to Japan recently. He's been spending some time in Japan. I wonder why. Waifus? Most likely. It's the Creator. Oh, as a nice hold position on the depot, keeping it lowered. Stalker dipping in, applying some pressure. At the same time, second Stalker is moving out across the map. Widowmine has arrived. We have to be very, very careful to waste that shot. Yeah, the probe is focused down. But the Stalkers, they just avoid the Widowmine. They focus on the Marines. They catch an SCV as well. Again, we're only pumping out the one Marine at a time. We have a Reaper on the way. And we just deny mining. We just deny mining here at the natural. Third Stalker moving on out. What about that Widowmine, though? Up. Yeah, we're up against the wall. Cyclone does bust in. The mine shot is going to get spent on the weakened Stalker. And herO will get the hell out of there. But a nice trade he picked off for Marines and SCV. Did delay mining for a long time. It's now forced back. Now remember, with this Robo opener, we could go into a fast Colossus, into fast Bay, but no, we get into a Prism when we're moving out across the map. herO being hyper aggressive here in the face of Spirit. Getting a second gateway on the way, Immortal production has begun. As herO moves out, Spirit is moving in. Spirit moving in with his Cyclone drop. Things are about to get rowdy here. Do we have a warp in available? Drop dives in. We do have a warp in. We can warp in one Stalker at a time. Immortal's about to pop out. And workers are falling from both sides. herO forced out of the main base. At the same time, Widowmine does burrow. And we got 6 probe kills. herO trying to bait out that mine shot. That's not going to happen. Nice control from Spirit. And denying so much mine time, getting 8 probe kills. The mine shot. Forced to connect on the Immortal. Finally, we forced this to pick up. But pretty good damage here from Spirit. Like 8 probe kills. And he defends. And he's not done! Getting a 9. Can we get a 10? Not quite. But 9 probe kills. The Prism has to race back home. Behind this, working towards charge. Liberator diving into the main. herO having a hard time keeping up. Ooh! Hatching another worker. Another probe. The probe does go down. A herO being as active as possible. Moving out one team with charge lots. Or soon to be charge lots. Charge is halfway done. So calm down. Stalker's on patrol. We can see Spirit already walling off here at the natural, going for a full wall off, which means what are Chargelot's going to do? How can they bust into this? Again, herO, he's delaying his third base in favor of all these gateways. herO wants to commit. Noah Shagas's Mass Zealot. He'll try to ferry into the main. But boys are being pulled. And can we lift? Up! The Immortal barely out of range. There we go, we do save it. Just barely. Immortal is saved, charge kicks in. But we can't break this. Yeah, we cannot break this. We cannot knock down the front door. We have tanks, we have a wall, we have a Liberator, we have a bunker as well. herO needs to expand. Otherwise, how do we approach this? How do we get into the main? We're gonna try, but the Viking is in position. Oof. Getting some hull damage, and one more shot! Yeah, the Prism goes down. No more way in. herO forced to recall. Behind this, Forge is on the way. Dark Shrine as well. Finally, we're expanding. Finally, we're taking a third, but this is so delayed. Like, Spirit is ahead economically. Next gets thrown down. Nexus is thrown down. We can see Spirit trying to make his way into the main. herO able to keep up. Oh, the medevac! Full medevac goes down. Nice pickoff. Very nicely done. I see in the chats the rule about the ladder games. Yes, it is set in stone. It is set in stone. I mean, it isn't just about Smurfs, but we also, want to promote laddering as well. Do want to promote it. Give players an incentive to ladder as well, to be active, to play StarCraft. Here we go. DT drop into the main. Oh, going for the tanks. Getting 2. Oh my god, getting 2 tanks. Can we get a third? We can! We will! Oh my god. Again, unfortunately, we just did not have a skin available earlier. 3 tanks for nothing. The DTs are saved, but at the same time across the map, oh, we did get 6 probe kills with that Liberator. Not bad. herO was being very intent with that micro, with those DTs. Double drop on the right-hand side. Maneuvering across the map. And with that, herO, he's making up for his otherwise kind of deficit here. Like, herO, his third base was so heavily delayed, so very important that he was able to find some damage. Archon drop coming in, meanwhile, double drop into the main base. herO, he's moving out, he's not quite in position to defend. Uh-oh. And we focus on that shield battery. Probes are going to be falling as well. herO, he's committed. He's not turning back. And warping a defensive DT. And Spirit, he's so quick to just give up on his third. He just evacuates. I mean, herO's all in. Yeah, all we have to do is survive. Survive is the name of the game here. Boys are being pulled. Decent force fields. Do we catch some SCVs? Immortals in the back line. Tanks, again, we killed 3 tanks earlier. There's only 1 tank left. Spirit is vulnerable. But the Zealots, they melt. Meanwhile, across the map, we deny mining at the third. Again, herO down to 29 workers. And we force a recall. We focus out the Immortals. 1, 2 go down. Only 1 escapes. And it doesn't even escape. It gets shut down here by the drop. And Spirit, he's done it. He has done it. He has broken his opponent. GG gets called, and Spirit takes game number 1. GG. Oh my god. We spoke about this earlier, but herO was hyper aggressive this game. There was just no chill for herO, initially playing 2-base, being forced into a delayed third, and being forced into an all-in at the end there, and Spirit just in control of the entire game state there, having such a great job at reading herO. Despite losing all those tanks, he still had such a good defensive position. And again, Spirit, he recognized the situation so quickly and so well, he just immediately gave up. He gave up on the third. He gave up on the third base, he pulled away, pulled back to his natural. He knew that that's all he needed to do. He just had to hold on to that natural base, and with that, GG. GG, well played, Spirit. Oh, sorry, just fixing the out-of-game score. But Spirit does take game 1. And it's a best of 3. herO is up against the wall. He's up against the wall here. And we're loading into Ghost River. Oh my god. We are loading into Ghost River. Let's go. Terran OP, true. I mean, a big reason for this is just the playstyle of herO, and again, Spirit just recognizing it so well. Playing very safe, very careful. I mean, I say that the drop play, because of how active herO was, the non-stop drop play in the Liberator Harass was doing that much more damage, because herO was never home to defend. Here we go, we're getting into game 2, and spawning in the top left hand corner of Ghost River, we have our South Korean Protoss player, the Blue Protoss, representing Weibo Gaming. It is herO. And spawning in the top right hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Red Terran player from land of Poland, representing Team Na'Vi. It is Spirit. Now, as we settle into this, hero's going to calm down. Hero's going to calm down a little bit, but how much can you calm down on a map as small as Ghost River? Aggression is favored on this map, but it goes both ways. As this probe is being so annoying. Delaying the racks. A couple of seconds there, we were able to throw it down. You can see Spirit coming in to zone away that probe. Up, can he cut it off? Up, he can. He can, he will, and the probe, it goes down. Big pickup. Typically herO, he would want to preserve and keep that probe alive to send it out here behind the mineral line to check the natural base timing, or to hide it here at the third base location to dip back in. Ooh, and herO opening up 2 gate. Oh my god. herO, he has no chill. 2 gate opener here from herO. With this, we're going to be hyper aggressive. We're going to be delaying our expansion in favor of additional gateways, in favor of additional units. Okay, now again, this does hit a little bit faster on this map, as we are going to be entering, or as the rush distance by ground is quite short. So this is going to hit a little bit harder for herO. As we are amassing our initial zealots into stalkers, into adepts. Spirit back at home is in the dark. I believe Spirit, he skips his, he's going for his first Reaper as we speak. But he did skip his SCV Scout. There we go, we are chronoing out those stalkers. Reaper does move out across the map, running into the Zealot. Is going to be delayed, is going to be distracted. Zealot is going to keep this Reaper busy. Hiding in the tall grass. Oh. Spirit has to back off. Stalkers are on the way. Not just 2, we have a 3rd and 4th Stalker as well. herO finally going to expand. Finally going to take his natural. It is heavily delayed, and we'll see if herO can make this worth his while. The bunker's done! The bunker has completed. Just in time. You see here trying to avoid that bunker. Zealot goes down. herO does get behind the mineral line. Oh, but the wall is solid. trying to work our way through. And the Stalker does fall. We're down to 1 Stalker, 2 more on the way. So far, Spirit handling himself well. And the Cyclone is about to arrive. With the help of the Cyclone, we can clean this up. As I say that, we're bleeding out a couple of these Marines. And boys might have to be pulled. Cyclone is targeted down, but we get the Stalker. We get 1, we get 2. There's 1 Stalker left. And we've held. We're fine, Bobby, we're fine. Hero's being forced back. So far, this hasn't really been worth it. What did we get so far? We've gotten 0 SCVs. We got 3 Marines, we got a Reaper, 0 workers. Speaking of, we're looking for more worker damage, but now we have 2 Cyclones. And this opener has been a little bit lackluster for herO. He was hoping for more damage. But again, it was so important that Spirit did finish up that bunker when he did. So it was a good read from Spirits. Behind this, it's going to be another Robo opener. It's been quite common here amongst the Korean Protosses. Robo opener into a fast Colossus or into the fast War Prism. Finally, we managed to get a couple of workers. SCV's going down. Delaying some depots. Up. So we don't quite commit, not yet. We're going to try and force our way in, but boys are being pulled. Tank has arrived. There is no blink. Adepts do shade in, but we have Cyclones in position. And behind this Spirit getting into a 3-1-1, third CC's on the way. You can see that herO with that Robo opener is going for a Robotic Spay. But we deny so much mining time in the main base. Two probes go down. The Bay is spotted, so Spirit, he's aware of the Colossus eventual build-up. This Colossus is soon on the way. And Spirit's not looking too bad. Building up his tanks, working towards Stim. herO rushing into his own third. But hero's vulnerable. Like right now, he has no Blink Stalkers, he has Vanilla Stalkers, he has no Immortals, no Colossus, no Prism. Like herO is vulnerable to an attack. Likewise, Spirit is still building up. You're an animal, Ice Nut. The Bay is spotted. So now he's on Bay watch. Oh, shaking my head. Este Ice Nut. Spirit bold move, moving out with his Raven. Boys, we have some older Tartaras. Back at home, we're waiting for our upgrades. Basically, we're still waiting for Stim, combat shields. The third base is going to be landed on location. Spirit is still waiting for the rest of his production to kick in. And again, Spirit still has the better economy compared to herO. Spirit, he's up on workers plus mules. So the longer this goes on, the better it is for Spirit. As he's building up his army. And right now, there's more pressure on herO to get something done. You know, +1 attack, just now about to begin for herO. We've got Colossus, which is okay. It keeps us alive, but we still need to refine our army. We're getting there. My Spirit going for his own double drop. Cyclones getting caught out. Still trading 1 for 1. 2 for 1. Double drop dips in. Do manage to pick up a couple of Zealots. Going for the pylon. Ooh, pylon does go down. Do drop away. Chop does lift. Chop does get away. And yes, so far, really nice counter damage here from the Spirits. We have the drop, we have a bit of a distraction, we have our auto turrets in the main, 3 probes go down. Drop coming back in. And remember, herO doesn't have Blink. Like, without Blink, these drops and the Ravens they're free to harass us as they please. It's not just no Blink, but no Phoenixes either. As the disruptor production has begun. Now, the reality is that even though Spirit has been looking really good this game, a couple of Novas. If we can connect with like 1 or 2 good Novas, then herO can take a fight. He can take a fight and he can swing things in his favor. The scary thing about Ghost River, because of how small this map is, if you win a fight here in the middle of the map, then it takes seconds to just move in and deny base. Move in and crush the third and then end the game. So the game can end off of one big fight. As things very quickly escalate out of control. Meanwhile, 2 more robots, so it's going to be triple disruptor production. That's a lot of disruptors on the way for herO. And again, that's just a good way to deal with, or to try to catch up. Spirit looking to move out. So you can see Spirit now more than 20 armor supply up. Catches the Observer. Taking a 4th, as herO's taking his. Spirit will be the first to max out. But I'm still waiting for any kind of Liberator production. For now, it's just Viking by a Ghost, which isn't bad. But once the Disruptor count gets up to a certain point, we need those Libs. As it's so difficult to push into Novas and into Disruptors. For now, Spirit is moving out. And that basically 190 supply. Auto Chart's coming in, distracting herO. herO does with the main army. He's got 3 Disruptors. Nice EMP. Raises the army. Catching some of the Observers. Sorry, the Observers, the Sentries. Do rotate around. Nova's going to be going off, and we do pull back in time. Yeah, catching only a Marauder, a handful of Marines. That's 2 Novas already spent. We have 2 more left. And 2 Novas remaining. The army dives on in. The tanks are exposed. And the tanks are going down, one after the other. Can we catch a Disruptor? Looks like we can. 1 goes down. But this was a really awkward fight for Spirit. Again, he lost a lot of his firepower already. He bled out 2 tanks, and we have to get the hell out of here. And Spirit has to pull back. He's going to shave off a couple of gateway units. The tank in a good position as well. Got a free shot off. But yeah, now we have to retreat, and now that we've realized how many Disruptors there are, now we get the Fusion Core. And again, this feels a little bit late. Fusion Core's on the way. This is going to be for Liberator range. Full mass Lib. But we're not there yet. I'll be trying to find a way across the map. Decent concave here from Spirit, but the Novas! And the Novas, they force back the army. herO breaking through. And catching more of these Vikings. The Vikings are exposed. They don't take down any of the Colossus. And Spirit falling apart a little bit, and herO, he has maxed out. He's caught up. Going for the planetary. Novas once again grazing the army. Getting some Marauders. Ooh, catches some Ghosts. Very nice connections towards the end. But you can see the herO, he's running out of Zealots. They're coming to reinforce. The Colossus goes down. And herO can barely hold his own. Vikings trickling in. herO still making 3 Disruptors at a time, can still keep pushing. But does have to respect these Vikings. Novas once again fanning out. Viking count down to 1. And herO has been fighting well. Again, we haven't seen like a major purification of it, like catching the army, but we've been picking off like 2, 3 Marauders at a time, a Ghost at a time. It does add up. Does add up, and Spirit, he's out of position. We go straight in between the bases. herO does find himself up the ramp. Doesn't commit. Pulls back. Does rotate around. He's up to how many? 9 disruptors. That's a lot of purification nervous. We have 7 left. 6 left. Same time, mind drop across the map. Hero rotating around. And we spoke about Liberators. Finally, we're making 4 Liberators at a time, but is it too late? The base goes down. Spirit trying to come in from behind, and he will not catch a Disruptor. Meanwhile, Hero diving on the main army. And it does collapse in. And picks off the Vikings. Oh, the Nova! Catching Ghosts. Ghosts are going down. More Novas being sent out, and they do connect. And look at how many disruptors we have behind this. Far too many. But the freedom is here. Doesn't matter. Nice target firing here at a Spirit. Gets the disruptor. Lands EMP. Does land an EMP, and we are lacking a gateway army. Zealots coming to reinforce. Like here, he's done a great job at preserving disruptors, but we need Stalkers, we need Zealots, we need Archons, we need something to hold the line. As we're going back into Colossus. And more Stalkers on the way. Do we have Blink? Yeah, we have Blink. Spirit, he's denied the 5th. Spirit is contained. Liberators, they forced a little bit awkward here to push in to the 3rd at least, but nah, we just go for the 4th. We attempt to. Liberators are on their own. 2 lives go down. I'm loving the drop across the map. Liberation Zone set up once again. And we do punish this army. A much better fight here for Spirit. At the same time, that's a kill on the natural. He's been having a hard time like dancing with the main army of Hero, but yeah, this drop was worth it. We get 17 probe kills, the natural Nexus, forcing back the entire army, giving Spirit the time he needs to rebuild and max out or mass up his Ghosts again, his Marauders, his Liberators. Taking a 5th base. Spirit is maxed out. And we're going for another drop. And we may just go for a base trade. But we're waiting. We're in position. And where are the Stalkers? Oh! Nova's sending back the army. Disruptors once again, yeah, forcing and bullying back the army even further. The Novas! Oh, they connect. Big connections. Finally here for Hero. At the same time, we'll bleed out his base. Nexus goes down. And Hero's all in. Hero is completely all in. The Disruptors are low. They're being targeted down one after the other. We're down to 3 Disruptors. And Spirit, he can keep pushing. He's not stopping. He's gonna keep moving out across the map. Yeah, there's no pushing into the main. Forced to recall. And we can focus on the Colossus one after the other. There's 1 Colossus left. Ooh, just barely survives. So I have to drop into the main. And Spirit, he's just all over this. You know, he has a fresh mining base. It's a planetary. Sniping the main Nexus. Hero down to 2 bases. Down to 1.5 bases, really. And it looks like Spirit has done it. I mean, there is a chance where Hero can maybe take a fight. Bearing in mind that Spirit has half his supply elsewhere. In these drops. Doesn't have everything at home to defend. Zealots over the 3rd. We catch the SCVs! Ooh, 20 SCVs go down. The Nova doesn't connect. And with that, Spirit, he can chase this back. No more Disruptors. No more Colossus. Spirit's kiting back to that Liberator. And GG gets called. There's nothing left. And Spirit will take the series 2-0, bringing down Hero. GG. Let's go. GG, well played. Congratulations here to Spirit as he does take the series. A very, very chaotic game. Spirit did have a lot of momentum. If you remember, Hero was hyper aggressive once again here in game number 1. Sorry, in game number 2. And Hero was set behind. herO, he did fall behind. His initial aggression with his 2-gate opener didn't really do much damage. herO was being bullied back at home. He tried to rush into Colossus, but the drop play was picking him apart, and herO did eventually stabilize by getting into disruptors. There was a nice moment where momentum swung in favor of herO with his mass disruptor, but he never really had a good answer for the Liberators, and he just kept bleeding out too many Stalkers. So many Stalkers went down throughout the course of the mid to late game, because that Liberators was doing such a great job at just holding the line, bullying him back home, and also because of the lack of Stalkers. I love the drop play. The drop play there from Spirit to go across the map and to force the all-in. Sniping base after base. GG. GG, well played. Spirit does take it. Again, herO a little bit too aggressive, gets punished for it, and with that, we're getting into the next round. We're getting into the quarterfinals.